As of last year, or actually, yeah, as of last year, 2024, there was a record of almost $225 billion in life insurance that banks own, that that amounts to be about 67% of the total banks, and they own almost $225 billion in life insurance. If a bank, the place that we trust to make financial decision, is using life insurance as an investment, wouldn't it be logical for us to do the same thing? When you take your money, you put it in the bank takes that money and go buy life insurance with it. Does that make sense? I mean, I hope it resonates with you guys. I mean, the bank are the smartest people when it comes to financial decision. They're bankers. And if they find life insurance to be a safe haven to park their money, wouldn't it make sense for us as individuals to do the same thing? I highly recommend for you to call me today and start a life policy. And the younger you are, the better off you are, because your face value or your benefits, death coverage, is going to be very high. And I'm going to say this 5 times because people always tend to think somebody has to die. No one 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 has to die. The traditional life insurance policies were designed where someone has to die before the beneficiaries or your heirs receive the benefit. But the new life insurance policies that I offer come with living benefits bundled in it, so you don't have to pay additional for it. Previously, on a traditional life insurance policy, you would have to actually pay additional for that. It's called riders, which is adding options to your policy. Now the policies that are available for everybody come. A lot of the insurance carriers now, insurance companies, offer the living benefits with the policy at no additional charge. So if you get a life policy for $1 million today, and a year later you get sick or get into an accident, what you're doing, you're transferring the risk from you to the insurance company, to the life insurance company. So instead of instead of that day being a tragedy, it turns into a triumph. You'll become a millionaire instead of bankrupting, instead of liquidating all your assets. If you have 401k, it's going to get spent. If you have money in the bank, any savings is going to get liquidated. The vehicle is going to get repoed. The house is going to go back to the bank. If you have equity in the house, you're going to lose the equity. You can prevent all that with just a simple decision. You have to have the foresight to think forward. We all going to get sick, and we are going to die. So that's inevitable. It's just going to happen. Or get into an accident. Any terminal, chronic, or terminal, chronic, or critical illness will allow you to advance your death benefit while you're alive, and you can use it however you like. You can literally just go on vacation with it. You don't have to have wives. I get that question all the time. You don't have to have wives. You don't have to have husbands. You don't have to have children. It's made for you. This money is available for you to use while you're alive in the event of sickness or accident. Those are called living benefits. If you're interested, please call me, 910-447-6508. Try to think forward. I had a lady call me a few days ago, one of my clients, and I told her that I signed up a 27-year-old young lady with the life policy. She goes, "Oh my God, 27 years old?" I said, "That's the best time to buy it, because you can get $1 million policy for $50. Can you imagine just as much as a pizza, but it's covering you for $1 million? But as you get older, you can't get anything for $50. I mean, if you do get something for $50, it's going to be a small policy, perhaps 50,000. So you're going from $1 million to 50,000. Why not get the $1 million? Lock it in when you're young. I mean, look at it this way: if you get $1 million policy and you're paying $600 a year, yeah. Imagine 600, let's say, times 10 years. That's in 10 years, you only have $6,000 invested into this. Only six. And you're covered for $1 million. Any accident or illness, heart attack, diabetes, cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's, there's a list goes on and on and on. They give you like 20 different illnesses. If you're diagnosed with any, if you go see your doctor tomorrow and he said, Mr. Jones, you develop diabetes. Boom, you take that diagnosis and you go to their life insurance company and say, I need my $1 million. And you're only like 25 or 27. And you have $1 million in the bank instead of being bankrupt. Anyways, the link to my direct website for those of you guys that are beast and DIY guys that want to do it yourself. You don't even have to have a conversation with me. Just click on the link and go through the process and secure a policy today. And as soon as the first draft is taken, as soon as the first payment is taken, you are covered. I get that question quite often. When will I be covered? Do I have to wait 2 years? No. As soon as the draft goes out, as soon as the first draft is made, as soon as they take that payment out of your bank, you're covered from that moment on. And if anything happens, you're eligible for that face value, which is the death benefit. You can use that while you're alive. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please leave them below. If you're interested, comment One Life and I'll reach out personally. Thank you so much, and best of luck.